Final Fantasy. Man, I woke up to some really good news if you're on other platforms besides PlayStation. Because apparently, for the most part, Final Fantasy's been a PlayStation exclusive for the past few years. But I got some good news for you. What's going on, you guys? Addict here, coming at you with another video. Today we're talking about Final Fantasy. Yes, I know. Some people are very up and down when it comes to the brand. Me, you know, my actions speak for themselves. I play these games. I've always been about these games. I come on here and I justify putting these games on other platforms. Because you're never going to open up your audience to newer experiences if they just simply don't come. And it looks like after so many years, it's looking like it's actually going to happen. What am I talking about? You know, let's go in a little bit when it comes to Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy, for the past few years, have been missing, especially the Xbox platform, where sometimes they go everywhere but Xbox. Now, there are occasional times where, you know, we do get stuff like Crisis Core, but we don't get Remake and Rebirth. We're going to get to that here in a little bit later in the video. But we saw with the Tokyo Game Show last year, we saw the Pixel Collection come. And I know a lot of people was like, okay, the Pixel Collection's cute, but where's 16, Rebirth, and Remake? Because these are the big ones, man. These are the ones everyone talks about. Me, I was just happy to be part of the conversation. You know, now almost every Final Fantasy that's ever been made is on the Xbox platform. And I'm hyped for that. You know, it comes down to it. I believe Square Enix is done with the exclusive deal. Now, do I think that they're immune to it? No, I think there might be some smaller titles that, you know, get snatched up by PlayStation or Switch. I do think there are occasions that that's going to happen. I don't know. Do you guys think in the comment section below that Square Enix is never going to make another exclusive game? I find that hard to believe. I find that eventually one of these publishers, might be Xbox, is going to snatch up one of their games. Like I said, it's probably going to be a smaller game. I don't think it's going to be a big game. But I think that time of Square Enix is over. Money talks. The amount of money it takes to make games now in the modern era is ridiculous to a lot of degree. So what's the best way that you're going to be able to make more money? It's like Phil Spencer said, if you've already squeezed the juice out of a lemon to the point where you can't squeeze anymore, got to go to another lemon. The squeezed lemon is the PlayStation. So in order to make more money, they got to leave that sucker and go to another lemon, which is PlayStation, Xbox, PC, the Nintendo Switch. So yeah, all that stuff going on. But what are we here for? We're here for the video that Nate the Hate did with Ryan All Thor, where he pretty much said, if you guys like Final Fantasy, I got you. Now, he did say some other stuff in terms of, you know, some big Xbox exclusives going to other platforms. And we're going to get that for another video because that's a whole video on itself. But when I saw the Final Fantasy thing, man, I've been covering this so long. We had to cover it right here now. So let's jump over here. Shout out to Nate the Hate. This is the video that we are referring to. What we're going to do is we're going to just react to, I think it's like a 2 or 3 minute conversation, and then we're going to go from there. But let's start this.
I'm kind of expecting that we're going to have that interference screen appear again. And once again, it's going to be Square Enix. And the game...
Now, he is talking about the developer direct that is about to happen here soon. In his impressions, the developer direct is going to be shocking you with Final Fantasy 16. But we'll keep going.
The game that's going to be announced finally is going to be Final Fantasy 16. We know
that's something
it's coming.
Isn't that something you threw out there a while back?
Yeah, over a year ago.
Yeah, finally Square Enix making good on that Nate promise.
Look at Ryan.
Finally, Final Fantasy 16 will be announced for the platform, and I suspect it's going to be very similar to what we have with Death Stranding. I think it'll be a shadow drop.
Shadow drop is pretty intense. You know, shadow drop being on the platform, part of me is okay with that. The other part of me feels like they're should be some marketing a little bit behind it. But I'm okay with either one. Now, you guys know how I feel about Final Fantasy 16. It's a good action adventure game, but I don't think it's a good Final Fantasy game. But let's continue.
That would be fun.
Available right now following the presentation. It's going to have both expansions, and hopefully they give it at somewhat of a discount.
Discounted,
so
right?
Incentive to buy.
Hopefully,
the game
like $50, $40,
or maybe double or triple dip, depending on how you played it. But I think they're going to go one step beyond.
Oh, one step beyond. Okay.
Oh, what is that?
What could they? What are you saying? They're going to announce Foam Stars as well?
Foam Stars.
After what I say, you'll be wishing Foam Stars was Xbox bound. I think following the announcement of Final Fantasy 16, we will see Square Enix confirm that Final Fantasy 7 Remake and Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth will be coming to Xbox. Now,
7 Remake and Rebirth! We there! We are there, guys. But let's keep going. We'll talk after the whole thing.
Speculation is that this announcement will take place at the Developer Direct. I want to make that part clear. But I can confirm that Final Fantasy 7 Remake and Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth will be coming to Xbox. Final Fantasy 7 Remake will be released in 2025. Rebirth will follow in 2026. These games will also be coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Nintendo Switch.
Square Enix has been out there very publicly talking about, hey, we can't do exclusives anymore.
All right, yeah. So, all right, pretty much what's going on here, guys, is Square Enix hurting, and maybe not necessarily like bankrupt kind of hurting, but they're not seeing that upward trajectory that these corporations love seeing. So they gotta flirt with other companies. And I keep in mind, I believe Nate. I was one of the few people that defended Nate when it came to the Starfield stuff that happened at the beginning of last year. That's still happening, clearly. He does go into a little bit that, like, Gears and Halo and games like that are coming to PlayStation. So that's most likely going to happen. But what's interesting about this particular thing, like I said, that's another video entirely, is Final Fantasy VII Remake, he says, coming out this year, and Rebirth's coming out next year. Now, I, for one, stopped reaching out to people when it come to this game, because I was just under the assumption, look, this game ain't coming out until the whole trilogy's up. It's not. Clearly, Final Fantasy VII Remake has been in development on Xbox for a little bit now, because he said that it was coming out, this year. We'll probably get a formal release date around the June showcase, I would say. I don't know if that's like officially going to happen or not. But what I enjoy about this is, like, maybe there's hope for that third game. I don't know what it's going to be called. I'm Team Reunion, Final Fantasy VII Reunion. I know that name's kind of already took, but I'm Team Reunion. But I'm hoping X game comes out for all platforms when it does. If it does, I'll still play it on the PlayStation. It's not a big deal. But the good thing is we are seeing the trajectory going in the direction it should go. Like I said, it all comes down to is this is all I wanted. I wanted Microsoft and Xbox to be more aggressive to bring these games to the Xbox platform. Now, I don't think it's coming to Game Pass. I'm pretty sure they said it's somewhere in this video. Here's the thing, guys. Some developers aren't going to be with that. And if Microsoft's not willing to compensate them all up front, they're not doing that. Put your money where your mouth is, especially the Xbox influencers. I've seen you guys ask for these games over and over again for years. Remake, Rebirth. And it's like, when these games come out for the platform, support it. Now, obviously, if somehow between now and then they do make some kind of deal when it comes to Game Pass, then, play it on Game Pass. Because I am one of those people that's like, look, do what's best for you. If you have a subscription to Game Pass that you've been paying for all year, I'm not going to sit here and tell you to go buy a game. Now, if you really want to show Square Enix that the support on the Xbox platform, then definitely, go do it if you got it like that. But, playing the game and showing engagement on Game Pass, I'm sure is going to be good numbers in general, too. Now, obviously, money's all. Money's the king. If you're able to pop up that extra 70, I would hope that would be interesting is if Remake came out in June. And next January, when we get the next direct of next year, Final Fantasy Rebirth is in that one. I'm kind of curious if they're going to give us actual release dates or it's going to be anything like that. Look, only thing I am a little skeptical when it comes to stuff like this is just like when it comes to like where the trajectory of Microsoft and Xbox is going in terms of exclusives. I'm a little nervous that if the sales of the hardware doesn't pick up in the next few years, especially with next gen supposedly starting in 2026, if that does happen, I'm nervous if the sales aren't where they should be or they don't grow, and if companies like Square Enix don't even see the value in bringing it to the Xbox platform. I hope this works out well for Xbox in the long term and they're able to justify bringing it to the platform. But, you know, it's just, I'm just worried because it's like I'd hate to finally get the opportunity to get these games and, you know, the decisions they're making into the hardware leads to these games leaving eventually, which, you know, that's up in the air. No one really knows, including myself. I've been very open with that. I am not a crystal ball. I can only speak my opinion and my worries and my concerns, and that's as far as I'm willing to go with it. But at the end of the day, man, I do think that these games are coming. I believe Nate the Hate entirely, 100%. We did it, man. We did it. Square Enix was essentially bullied to death to bring their game to Xbox. And shout out to Xbox for reaching out to Square Enix. You know, we seen Sarah Bond go over there multiple times last year. I'm really hoping to see like the next Dragon Quest. I would really like to see there's a Final Fantasy VII Tactics supposedly in development. I'd like to see that come over too. There's a lot of games from Square Enix that I love and hold close to my heart. I tend to put the companies that I love the most, I critique them more because I have more expectations for those companies. So like Square Enix, Xbox, it's not that I hate these companies because I don't. I love them. I just want what's best in my opinion for them. Now, obviously, I'm just one dude with one white bearded dude with one front tooth. Yeah, I don't know anything any better, but you know, being in the industry and covering it so long, that's just my opinion on the matter. But anyway, put in the comment section below what you guys feel. I'm very curious to your guys' opinion on this. Like I said, I know there's going to be people in the comment section. Addict, where's the video about Gears and Halo going to the PlayStation? That's tomorrow's video, my friend. Look for that one because I ain't going to talk about that, but you're not going to get what you expect from me. You'll see that tomorrow, though. But I appreciate for coming through. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button. It's always appreciated. You can always sub to the channel. We make weekly content on here. We're going to be doing a little bit more reviews going forward. You'll still get the same content you get now because I enjoy talking about the industry, just about everything except for Nintendo related. So that's what you get on this channel. But I am going to incorporate more reviews in general on here. But anyway, in the comment section below, very curious to your guys' opinion on this. And I appreciate all the support you guys have given me. Until next time, this is Gaming Addict. I'm out of here. Peace. Oh, I'm so glad Final Fantasy's coming out. I did not rebeat Remake when Rebirth came out. Your boy's going to have to rebeat Remake with them achievements popping. I don't really care about achievements like that, but I'm willing to overlook that for this one. Peace.